We've seen a revolution in recent years in the ways in which documents are produced. Low-cost tools have made it feasible to describe text, images, and graphics in a single-page description language. This means that high-quality documents are no longer the property of expensive publishing houses. But as with all new technologies, there are still problems to solve and advances to make. One problem is that it is impossible to break a picture up into pieces which are independent and can be processed simultaneously. Another problem is that the pages that result from current systems cannot be broken apart into pieces and used to build up new pages. At the IBM Almaden Research Center, a group led by Steve Zille has been looking at the problem of page composition from independent elements.
Escher is a language for describing pictures that solves that problem. In Escher, we describe pictures by building them from picture elements, using operations that are functional. That is, they have no side effects. That means that I can use two picture fragments together without any fear of interaction. It also means that I can take a picture fragment from an existing picture without any concern to where it came from or how it was used there. To give you a better understanding of what we are doing with Escher and how we use it, we're going to build a picture, starting at the top and breaking it into its component elements.
We can define a picture as a mapping of a set of points in the two-dimensional plane to colors. Points which have no color are not considered part of the picture. We can build this picture from simpler pictures by overpainting. Given a sun, we can overpaint a tree on top of it. So we can build pictures when we have pictures, but where do the simple pictures come from? A simple picture is just a region with color. A region is a two-dimensional set of points, and any set of points is a region. For example, the points in the ship with a given gray value can define a region. We can get new regions using the standard set operations: union, intersection, and difference. A region can be colored by using it as a cookie cutter on a plane of color. The plane of color is really just a picture which we clip with a region. Any colored picture, such as this map, can be clipped by an appropriate region. In this case, we've extracted the Gulf Coast. Pictures are built from regions, and regions are built from paths. A path is a one-dimensional set of line and curve segments. One way to use the path is as a boundary, where the region is the interior. A second way to use a path is as a trajectory for a pen stroke, where the region is an area swept out by the pen. A path itself is made up of segments: straight lines, circular arcs, or conic sections. Each path has two handles which are used to position paths and to combine them. Path building blocks can be combined by operations such as concatenation. Notice that the start handle of the rightmost path has been positioned to coincide with the end handle of the leftmost path. The path we just built can be turned into a closed figure by adding a straight line from the end handle to the start handle with the close operator.
We see that Escher has a simple mathematical semantics. The simplicity of that semantics means that the language is easy to learn and easy to use. The mathematical base means that it's possible to check the implementation against a clean standard. It also means that I can predict how features of the language will work together and not have to run a test case every time I want to find out how something works.
So now that we know how to create a picture, let's review what we've learned about Escher by building this picture from the bottom up. We'll start with the base of the tree. The next step we take in parallel. That is, we complete the third side of the base, make two sides of the treetop, and make the sun. Closing all of these figures gives us the outlines of our building blocks. These become regions by taking their interiors. Note that the base and top of the tree are still separate regions. We fix that by taking their union. After coloring the regions by clipping, we overpaint the sun with the tree to get back our original picture. By looking at the tree, which represents the picture expression, the parallelism that we already noticed becomes even clearer. Operands to an operator can be evaluated concurrently. The meaning of every operator and the subtree it heads is independent of where it occurs in the tree. This makes it easy to take out a piece of a picture in order to reuse it later. These subpieces don't have to be reused exactly as they were created. We can add other pieces, such as text, and transform the result by scaling, rotation, and shearing. With the operations we've seen, Escher gives us a powerful page composition language. It allows a picture to be easily constructed from building blocks. Escher is a functional language. This means that subparts of a picture can be selected and reused in new ways. Being functional also means that subparts of the picture expression can be executed in parallel.
What we're talking about here is a way to go faster. Faster to build the picture and faster to present it. We've shown that we can provide the functionality that one expects in personal publishing in a form that's easier to understand, easier to implement, and easier to use.